Buying a 100-inch television used to mean accepting one of two extremes. Either you chose an affordable giant screen with ordinary picture quality, or you spent flagship money on a model that most people could never realistically justify. In 2026, the problem has completely changed because several mini LED televisions now combine enormous size with serious brightness, local dimming, high refresh rates, and premium processing, although the model at number 1 costs roughly twice as much as one of its closest competitors, and the television I would recommend to most buyers is not necessarily the technical winner. This list includes both 98 and 100-inch televisions because they compete for exactly the same space, require nearly identical viewing distances, and create virtually the same experience once they are installed in a living room. Rather than inventing separate awards for movies, gaming, or sports, I am ranking these televisions from number 5 to number 1 according to their complete combination of picture quality, processing, features, screen size, and value. Starting at number 5 is the 100-inch Hisense U6 Pro, which earns its place because it brings mini LED technology into a price category where buyers previously had to choose between a huge screen and respectable contrast. Hisense combines its mini LED backlight with scene-by-scene picture optimization, high refresh motion performance, integrated low-frequency speakers, and a glare-free anti-reflection treatment designed to keep the picture visible when windows or lamps would expose the weaknesses of a less capable budget television. The U6 Pro should not be mistaken for a flagship simply because it says Mini LED on the box, since its local dimming, brightness, processing, and refinement are not intended to compete directly with the televisions near the top of this list. Its real appeal is that it allows buyers to experience the scale of a genuine 100-inch television without spending the amount usually associated with premium home theater equipment, while its stronger backlight control and anti-reflective screen make it more versatile than a basic oversized QLED. That makes the U6 Pro the logical starting point for someone who considers the screen size itself the main upgrade, especially when the television will be used for mixed family viewing rather than critical darkroom movie sessions. You will sacrifice some HDR precision and processing sophistication compared with the more expensive models, but the money saved can be substantial, and from a normal sofa distance, the impact of a 100-inch image can easily outweigh smaller differences that appear obvious only during side-by-side comparisons. Moving to number 4, the 100-inch Hisense U7 SG represents a significant performance step because it combines mini LED illumination with up to 3,000 nits of claimed peak brightness, faster motion performance, FreeSync Premium Pro, Dolby Vision, IMAX Enhanced, and a multi-channel audio system tuned by Devialet. Hisense positions the U7 SG around rapid motion and scene-by-scene processing, while its Google TV platform gives it a more familiar smart TV experience for buyers who prefer Google's interface and broader ecosystem. The biggest improvement over the U6 Pro is not one isolated specification, but the way the U7 SG should remain more convincing across a wider variety of content, because its stronger brightness can make HDR effects more impactful, while the faster panel and gaming support give the television enough performance for modern consoles and a capable PC. The Devialet-tuned audio also adds value on a screen this large, since built-in sound often feels undersized once the picture occupies almost an entire wall, although a dedicated sound system will still be the better long-term solution. At the same time, the U7 SG remains positioned around value rather than absolute image perfection, which means buyers comparing it with the TCL models higher in this ranking should expect differences in dimming precision, processing refinement, and difficult dark scene performance. However, when its price sits meaningfully below the more premium alternatives, it may deliver the strongest balance for someone who wants a serious 100-inch mini LED without paying for the final percentage of picture quality. At number 3 is the 100-inch Samsung QN80H, and this is where the list shifts from aggressive performance per dollar toward a more polished all-around experience. Samsung equips the QN80H with Quantum Mini LED full-array lighting, the NQ4 AI Gen 2 processor, motion accelerator 144Hz, and 4K AI upscaling, while the 100-inch option gives buyers access to Samsung's processing, smart ecosystem, and familiar interface at a size that was once reserved for commercial displays or ultra-premium installations. The QN80H may not advertise the most extreme brightness or zone count in this group, although Samsung's strength is often found in how the television handles everyday sources rather than how it wins a specification contest. Cable broadcasts, compressed streams, older movies, and lower-resolution sports all become more challenging when stretched across 100 inches, so processing, motion control, noise reduction, and upscaling can matter more here than they would on a smaller television. Samsung also offers a more cohesive experience for buyers already using Galaxy devices, SmartThings products, or a Samsung soundbar, although its continued lack of Dolby Vision may matter to viewers who prioritize that format. The QN80H therefore occupies a valuable middle position. It is not the cheapest giant television, and it is not the most technologically extreme, but it combines a trusted platform, strong processing, mini LED contrast, and 144Hz capability without entering the five-figure territory of the flagship winner. I have linked every television featured in this video in the description below, so you can check today's prices and compare them more easily, because discounts change frequently in this category, and a price difference of several $100s can completely alter which model offers the strongest value. Number 2 is the 98-inch TCL QM8L, and this is the television that creates the most difficult decision in the entire ranking because it delivers many flagship-level features without reaching the price of TCL's ultimate model. The QM8L uses an SQD mini LED system with a 144Hz WHVA 2.0 panel, up to 4,000 plus local dimming zones, and up to 6,000 nits of claimed peak brightness, while the TSR AI Pro processor manages clarity, contrast, color, motion, upscaling, and backlighting according to the incoming signal. Those figures should not be interpreted as brightness that the television will sustain during every scene, although they reveal how much performance headroom TCL has built into the QM8L. The combination of strong native contrast, extensive local dimming, and substantial brightness should allow it to produce deep blacks while retaining dramatic HDR highlights, which becomes particularly valuable on a 98-inch screen, where blooming, weak uniformity, and washed-out contrast are much easier to notice. TCL also gives the QM8L 4 HDMI 2.1 ports supporting 4K at up to 144Hz, broad HDR compatibility including Dolby Vision IQ and HDR10+, Google TV, and audio by Bang & Olufsen, so it does not achieve its value by removing the premium connectivity or format support buyers expect at this level. Its optional expandable audio system is another useful addition for someone who wants a cleaner installation without immediately building a traditional receiver-based home theater. The QM8L is only 2 inches smaller than the 100-inch models, a difference that will be almost impossible to care about once the television is installed, while its picture hardware is considerably more ambitious than most affordable giant screen alternatives. For that reason, even though it ranks second, this is the television I expect will make the most sense for the greatest number of buyers, because it gets close enough to flagship territory while preserving a price that is at least remotely realistic for a premium 98-inch purchase. At number 1 is the 98-inch TCL X11L, a television created for buyers who want the strongest model rather than the safest value. TCL's 2026 flagship combines its SQD mini LED architecture with up to 20,736 precise dimming zones, up to 10,000 nits of claimed peak brightness, 100% BT 2020 color coverage, an advanced halo control system, and a remarkably thin cabinet measuring only around 0.8 inches in depth. The enormous zone count does not magically turn an LCD into OLED, because every dimming zone still controls more than 1 pixel, although it gives the X11L far more spatial control than the other mini LED televisions in this ranking. That should allow it to preserve intense highlights while reducing halos around stars, subtitles, lamps, and other small bright objects. While its extreme brightness gives it enough output to remain visually powerful in daylight and produce HDR impact that OLED televisions may struggle to match across large, bright scenes. TCL also includes 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, audio by Bang & Olufsen, Google TV with Gemini, expandable Dolby Flex Connect audio support, and an ultra-thin premium design, which means the X11L is not simply a prototype built around one dramatic brightness figure. However, the 98-inch model carries a 5-figure launch price, so the improvements must be evaluated against a QM8L that already provides excellent brightness, strong local dimming, similar screen size, and a comprehensive feature set for considerably less money. The X111L wins this ranking because it is the most advanced complete television in the group, with the strongest combination of brightness potential, color capability, local dimming precision, premium design, and high-end connectivity. It is the model I would choose when the goal is to build the best giant screen mini LED setup and the budget is secondary, although I would not claim that it provides twice the viewing experience simply because it may cost roughly twice as much as the QM8L. For buyers prioritizing the lowest entry price, the Hisense U6 Pro makes 100 inches accessible without falling back to a basic screen, while the U7 SG adds the performance and brightness needed for a more serious primary television. The Samsung QN80H is the polished middle choice for buyers who value processing, brand ecosystem, and everyday usability, whereas the TCL QM8L delivers the strongest value among the premium models, and the TCL X11L takes the #1 position through sheer technical ambition. My personal recommendation for most people would be the TCL QM8L, because its 98-inch panel is effectively in the same size class, while its brightness, local dimming, processing, connectivity, and audio package deliver nearly everything a giant screen buyer could reasonably need. The TCL X11L remains the best television in this ranking, but the QM8L is the one that turns the flagship experience into a purchase that is much easier to justify. Before making your decision, compare today's prices, availability, and buyer reviews using the links in the description below, because this is a category where one major promotion can move a television from number 4 to the strongest deal in the entire list.